Hi everyone, I'm Amy. Today we are going to work on improving our balance, and balance work is important for all ages. Also, this would be a great thing to do before you do your workout. A lot of the movements, we will be stretching our hips and our legs and our hamstrings, so it would be a great thing to do as a warm-up before you work out. And let's get started. Okay, we are going to start with standing on our right foot, a little teeny bend in our right knee. Anytime that you're doing balance work, focal point is a must, and keeping the core tight, keeping the shoulders back and up so you're not rounding, you're really having nice posture. Hands on your waist, like I said, a little bend in your right knee, focal point. We're going to just raise up our left knee. I'm going to count 10 seconds, trying to be as still as a statue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. Remember, little bend in the left knee now. Focal point, core tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to the other leg, 10 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go up 3, up, 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 down, 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 but not placing our foot onto the floor. So core tight, focal point, hands on your waist, little bend in your right knee. So it's going to look like this. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Up again. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1. That's 2 rounds. We're going to do 5 rounds total. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Last up, last down. Beautiful. Also, I forgot to mention this. Make sure that your feet are pushed down evenly into your shoe, because if you're leaning and going on the outer side of your foot, it's going to mess your balance up. When I personal train, that's something that I always remind my clients, because a lot of times I'll be watching their bodies and I'll be like, they're focusing, their core is tight, focal point, but then I look at their feet and I see it's like this. So very, very important. Okay, back to the hands on your hips. 5 rounds. 1, 2. Remember, you're still as a statue, except the leg that's moving. Core is tight. This is round 3. Last round. And everyone's going to be different on the range that you get the knee as far as the height. If you can, and if you have to place your toe down in between your the round, that's okay, especially if you're new at balance. Now we're going to open up our hips. So little bend in the right knee. We're going to hold for 5 seconds. So we're opening up the hips. So we're strengthening the hip flexor. So a 5-second hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Little bend in the supporting leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Core is tight. Don't forget. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more round on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do 5 rounds of a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, of course, this is going to be harder than having your hip closed, okay? So just do your best. Little bend in the right knee. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's round 2. Core is tight. Focus on your breath. Last round right here. Switch sides. Nice work. 1, 2, 3. And also, when we do balance work, never rush. That's going to throw you off if you rush. That's 2. Last round. You're also going to notice what hip is tighter, which is always something nice to know. Hands back on your waist. We're going to go out with our leg. We're going to hold 5 seconds. Now, do your best to not lean over to the right on this. So core is tight. You're going to lift. Your foot's going to be in point. So tight left leg, 5-second hold, little bend in the right knee, core tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to do our up 3, down 3, 5 rounds starting with the left leg. And lift. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last round. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Focal point, core tight. Remember, chest and shoulders are up and back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last round. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Okay. If you feel comfortable, I want you to close your eyes on this move. We're going to start with taking our left foot and crossing it over the right. So your hips are going to be square. So try not to let your hips do this. Little bend in both knees. If you have to keep your eyes open, that's fine. Have your arms out if you're keeping your eyes open. If your eyes are closed, just hands right here by your chest, and we're going to keep our eyes closed for 15 seconds, keeping the hips square. So your hips are going to be facing me and mine are facing you. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, still as a statue. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switch. Make sure those feet are evenly pushed down into your shoes. Hip points are square, core is tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you can do that longer if you choose to. That's a great move, especially, or great balance move, especially if your eyes are shut. You can do that for a minute. A lot of times when I train, I have my client do it for a minute, which can be very challenging. Okay, so now, a little bit more advanced balance moves. So if you have a yoga block or even like like a counter, like a lower counter, you can always start with balance and then have something for your guide if you are nervous about this next move. So what we're going to really try to do is keeping the right knee with a slight bend, core is tight, acting like we're picking something up off of the floor, keeping our body really in a nice flow, picking it up, core is tight, coming back up and bringing the knee up. That's pretty advanced. Now, like I said, have something for your guide if you need to. Now, even if you're just leaning over and the flexibility of touching the floor is too hard, that's okay. Just go as deep as you feel comfortable. Then you can also just bring your toe back down. So you don't have to bring your knee up. What I showed you is more advanced, so do what works for you. Okay, we're gonna go to the other side. Left knee, slight bend. Make sure that the foot is pushing down evenly into your shoe, picking something up. My core is tight. I'm not rushing, and I'm raising up. So very slow, nice control. We're gonna do 2 more on each side. Core is tight. Really feel a nice stretch in the right hamstring, which I love when I get my hamstring stretched. It's very important. And I'm not putting the weight into my knees. I'm putting the weight into the my heels. 1 more on each side. Core is tight, not rushing. 1 more on this side. Beautiful. So, once again, balance, so important for all ages. Sometimes we might not feel like doing cardio or resistance training. This balance work is just as important as anything out there. So, yeah, that's all I got. So let me know what you thought of this. Let me know if you thought it was challenging. And also let me know if you are choosing to do this. I would advise you to do it at least twice a week, and then give me feedback if you've noticed a big difference in your balance. So have a wonderful self-care day, and I will see you soon. Bye.